morning, lecturer. My name is Padaji. Today I will do my video presentation about the game theory. Next, let's start from the game that I chosen. The game that I chosen is the extra mark game. In this game, a lecturer is giving two of his students a chance to get extra marks for the final. Each student can either choose yes or no. If both students chooses yes, both of them can get one extra mark. If one choose yes and another choose no, the one who chooses yes will lose 5, while the other one will get extra 5 marks. If both of them choose no, no extra mark will be given for them. In this game is talking about the marks for final. So let's look at the grading system in our school. You notice that only for the A grade is have a difference. Other grade, the difference of other grades is only 5 marks. So 1 mark is also very important. Then come back to the game just now. Let us analyze the game carefully. Two of his students means that only 2 players in this game. The strategy, the player can only choose yes or no. The outcome of both students chooses yes is get 1 extra mark. If one choose yes and another choose no, yes will lose 5 mark, while the no will get extra 5 mark. If both of them choose no, no extra mark is given. Next, we can start to analyzing the games. First, we need to know the strategy of the 2 players and the outcome of the games. Obviously, the strategy of the 2 players are yes or no. The outcome of the game are A and B both get 1 extra mark. A get extra mark and B lost 5 mark, or vice versa. Lastly, the A and B can also get nothing. Next, let us create a payoff function for the both player. Let's start from the player A. Let F be the payoff function for the student A. If A get extra 5 mark, you get the highest mark, which is 2. If A get extra 1 mark, you get 1 point. If A get nothing, he will get a 0 point. If A lose 5 mark, he will get a negative 1 mark. Next, let's create the payoff function for student B. It's similar for student A. Similar to student A, if B get 5 mark, he will get highest point 2. If B get 1 mark, he will get a 1 point. If B get 0 mark, he will get 0 point. If B lost 5 mark, he will get a negative 1 point. Then we can start to create a outcome matrix for the games. Okay, if the table above clearly show the outcome for the 2 players. If A and B chooses yes, A and B can get 1 extra mark. If student A chooses yes and student B chooses no, A will lose 5 marks, while B will gain 5 marks. If student A chooses no and student B chooses yes, B will lose 5 marks and A will gain 5 marks. If both of them chooses no, then A and B will get nothing. Next, we need to create the payoff function for the games for us to analyze it deeper. Just using the payoff function we created just now, we can create this table. If yes, yes, A and B will both get 1 mark. If yes, no, they will get negative 1 mark for student A and 2 mark for student B. If no, yes, 2 mark will be student A will get 2 mark, while student B will only get negative 1 mark. If both students choose no, they will get 0 mark. Let us start to identify the dominator strategy for both players. To identify this, we need to look back to the payoff matrix just now. You can see that the marks get by the student A, no is always better than yes. So we can say that yes is strictly dominated by no. To clearly show that, we need to do a assumption. For student A, if student B chooses yes, since 2 points is better than 1 point, student A should choose no. Well, if student B chooses no, since 0 point is better than negative 1 point, student A should also choose no. Next, we need to see from the perspective of student B. For student B, the marks is also similar. Choosing no is also better than choosing yes. So we can say that so we need to do a more detailed explanation. For student B, if student A chooses yes, since 2 point is better than 1 point, student B should choose no. If student A chooses no, since 0 point is better than negative 1 point, student B should also choose no. Thus, we can conclude that yes is strictly dominated by no for both players. Next, we need to choose a best strategy for both players. Obviously, A and B should both choose no to get 0 point in this game, because we can clearly see that choosing yes is always worse than choosing no. From our prediction, we predict at the end of the games, both students cannot get any extra mark from their lecturer. The lesson of the games, lecturer is always smarter than his student. It's better to study hard than hoping extra mark from the lecturer. That's all for my presentation. I hope you can learn something from my presentation. Thank you.